Shalom, brothers. I'm going to start off as always. I'm going to start off by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Apostle Rakar, and I'm back once again, brother, with another video. Hey, I'm going to jump right into the point. I'm going to try to get right straight to it, try to minimize my talking so I can get all my scriptures out that I want to bring out. Let's bring out a couple of scriptures, man. First and foremost, man, I woke up this morning. Right as I woke up, my wife, was in the living room. I came in the living room with my wife. She was cleaning the house and she was watching some videos, right? Not video Shalom brothers. She wasn't watching like videos of Israelites and nothing. She was watching like other videos, like just different videos on YouTube and stuff like that of different things that like all this different crazy shit that you see going on out here in the streets and shit, right? So she had one video. It was an incident of the incident. I guess this took place a few months back or whenever. I don't remember when it took place, but it took place recently. Of these two Edomites, or the so-called white people, they were being harassed by this group of black women, right? They were harassing this so-called white Edomite couple. The two people, but the two Edomites wasn't even doing nothing wrong. They were trying to get in their little van, and this group of black hyenas was just harassing them, messing with them, right? Coming at them, trying to attack them. And then, basically they were trying to leave. The two Edomites were trying to leave. And then the niggas, it was a nigga woman with her daughters, screaming, barking like hyenas and, barking like pit bulls. The black woman is nothing but a troublemaker, man. These so-called black women are totally undisciplined, totally out of order, totally demonic, right? So they were harassing them. And the Edomites were trying to leave, but they were like, nah, racist. But the Edomites wasn't even bothering them. They were harassing the Edomites, right? So then eventually it got to a point that they kicked the damn car. The black woman kicked the damn van, right? And they were going to beat up the Edomite woman. The Edomite woman jumped out the car and pulled out a goddamn gun. She drew down on the goddamn black bitches, right? So that right there is a prime example of being fucking stupid, right? And then I guess eventually, right, the black, right? Now, what if the damn white woman had shot the black bitch and her daughters? She didn't, but what if the white woman had shot the damn black bitch? So this dumb, stupid black bitch, she endangered herself, she endangered her own children. But her daughters, she trained her daughters to be two hyenas just like her, right? You understand what I'm saying? So it just shows you how stupid and how gone and how simple these niggas are. That's why I got the title to the video, hey man, Jake is gone. And then you got these other group of niggas out here, they following behind this so-called Black Lives Matter movement, right? They out there trashing and destroying stuff. Don't even know why they doing it, they're just doing it. Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. And they're following and they're calling that moniker of Black Lives Matter, and they don't even understand what Black Lives Matter represents. It's totally to push the homosexual and lesbian agenda. Black Lives Matter has nothing to do with you so-called black men. It teaches against you. Black Lives Matter is ran by 3 lesbian Negro women and funded by the so-called Jew, the so-called white man, okay? You understand what I'm saying? So it just shows you how stupid and how dumb you niggas are. You niggas are out there, and then here it is. These niggas right now, they out here shooting each other. Remember, a few months ago in Chicago, a bunch of children got shot. Black children and Hispanic children. Who shot them? They were shot by other black people. And meanwhile, you Negroes, y'all out there running around, and you white people are racist. No, the people that's mostly shooting black people are black people. But then you Negroes are so hypersensitive. We're racist. Look at what's going on. Look at what they did to us. But then you go and you tear down your own stores in your neighborhoods. Y'all destroying other black-owned businesses. Y'all not going into Beverly Hills, or y'all not going into Fairfield, Connecticut, or y'all not going into out in Long Island and the Hamptons and destroying white people's homes and businesses. No, you destroy your own businesses. But then every time you niggas act like animals and apes And then when the cops come, and when the cops do shoot a Negro, right? Then y'all go up and, they shot another black man. But they don't talk about what that nigga was doing. Now the scriptures clearly tell you, man, live honest on the side of the Gentiles. So basically, for us brothers in this truth, we know damn well we ain't supposed to be out there acting like a nigga. The scripture said, you do well, no harm, nothing, then you're going to be all right. These wicked niggas out here, the reason that they get the faith that they get, the reason that the cops shoot these niggas, because these niggas are no good to begin with. They're criminals anyway. George Floyd was a criminal. Mike Brown was a criminal. You understand what I'm saying? So the police shooting them, that was the judgment of the Lord any damn way. So you Negroes, man, you out here in the streets acting wild, you out here harassing these Edomites, and then when they shoot your ass, or then when the police, I saw another video, a black woman, her son was driving, that's out in California. That's circulating now on YouTube and all that. He was driving, the little nigga, he ran a stop sign, he was driving all crazy and sporadic. Then he pulled off in front of his house and jumped out the car, and then the cop saw him and pulled him over in front of his house. What happens? His big mouth, loud mouth, fat black mother comes out, starts arguing with the cops, right? She's recording the cop, and they are not complying with what the cop had to say. So when you niggas get caught in these incidences, when the cops beat you down, when the cops shoot you, then y'all want to cry. Oh, they shot another black person. They racist. Because you niggas are just gone. Y'all gone. Okay? You're undisciplined. And the problem is, the so-called black woman is one of the main problems. Because a lot of you niggas are fatherless, man. And you're raised up under feminine energy, man. So a lot of you, that's why these little young niggas in the street act the way they do. Because they're feminine. They got the vibration of the black woman on them. And that's why these little niggas are unruly. That's why they're in the streets. That's why a lot of these little niggas are becoming homosexuals. Because they've been raised up by that black ass woman, and they're taught to be feminine, man. And they act, that's why a lot of the little bitches on the internet talking shit, okay, player hating, you understand what I'm saying, scoffing, because that's some new bitch ass shit. That's why the judgments is coming upon you niggas. It's coming upon you, man. You see, and you know what? I'm going to read a couple of scriptures, but then here it is, man. The Most High got the men of the Lord. He got Al-Baratazah. He got us out here pushing the word, pushing the truth, okay? Putting the word of the Lord out there, prophesying, and a lot of you niggas still don't want to adhere to the words of the Lord. And that's the reason why the judgment comes upon you niggas, man. I'm gonna get right into the scriptures, man. But you niggas are gone. And that's why we say what we say. This word is only for the elect of Israel. The majority of these niggas out here are just gone. And that's why the judgments are coming upon them out there in the streets. That's why you're getting shot by white people. That's why niggas are turning up missing. That's why the cops are beating niggas down, tasing you. Because ultimately, you niggas are going to die anyway, man. That's Amos 9 and 10. All right? I'm going to start here. Hosea 4 and 6. And the Most High got your number. He been watching you, man. Yahweh Shai knows. Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed. This is the Most High himself speaking. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. That's right. The Most High said, because you forsook him, okay, going back into the scriptures, when the prophets were talking to our people back then, all throughout history in the scriptures, when the prophets, the different prophets came and they told Israel to come back and follow Yahweh and Yahweh said, nah, man, we're going to follow the golden calf. We're going to worship Baal. No, man, we're going to worship the Greek philosophy. We're going to worship the Roman philosophy. We're going to worship the Greek gods. That was back then, 2,000 years ago, thousands of years ago. Then when you bring it over to this time, the future, nah, man, I want to be a Muslim. Nah, I'm going to follow the Afrocentricity. Nah, man, I'm going to follow Buddha. Nah, man, I'm just going to be a nigga. Nah, man, I'm going to worship my mama. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever it may be, I'm going to worship my woman. Nah, nigga, I'm going to be the biggest drug. I'm going to be bigger than Pablo Escobar. You understand? Whatever it is I'm going to follow my own vain opinion. See? So I read that. That was Hosea 4 and 6. So the Most High said, because you're destroyed. That's why you niggas are getting killed in the streets. That's why you're reprobates. That's why the majority of you so-called black and Hispanic men are homosexuals. Okay? That's why your children are being killed in the streets. Whether they're killed by the police, the Most High said, I will forget thy children. I will reject thy children. So that's what happened. That's why our ancestors back then that were going off, the Most High said, look, that's why Israel going to end up in a fucked up condition. Your descendants, your children. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? And that's why these things are happening to you niggas. This is why Trayvon Martins get killed. This is why these young black and Hispanic and Native American children die out here. Because it's the judgment of the Lord. Why? Because you niggas are gone. And death is probably the best thing for you. All right, now we're going to jump to Hosea 8 and 1. All right? The prophets, this is what the Most High is saying. Set the trumpet to thy mouth. He shall come as an eagle against the house of the Lord, because they have transgressed thy covenant. The eagle, I did a video the other day about the eagle. That eagle is Esau. So the Lord sent the so-called white man upon you. That's the proof. Hosea 8 and 1. I'll read it again. Hosea 8 and 1. Set the trumpet to thy mouth. He shall come as an eagle. That same eagle it talks about in Obadiah and other scriptures. Esau represents that eagle. Though that exalt thyself as the eagle. Right? Going back to Obadiah. Against the house of the Lord Yahweh, while Yahweh shied, because they have transgressed my covenant, meaning Israel constantly kept breaking the laws of the Most High, pursuing the Deuteronomy 28:15, right? And trespassed against my law, going back to Deuteronomy 28:15. Israel shall cry unto me, my power, we know thee. Israel hath cast off the thing that is good. The enemy shall pursue him. That's right. See what I'm saying? The enemy shall pursue him. Who's the enemy? Esau, primarily, and the other nations. That's why. So that's why you niggas are in the state that y'all in. Bugged out of your minds, messed up, destroyed for a lack of knowledge. I read Hosea 4 and 6. Okay? I'm going to jump now to Hosea 8 and 7. Hosea 8 and 7. For they have sown the wind. Okay? For they have sown the wind and shall reap the whirlwind. It have no stalk. The bud shall yield no meal. If so, be it yield, the stranger shall swallow it up. That's right. That goes back to Deuteronomy the 28th chapter. Our people, many y'all wanted to disobey the Most High, so we going to reap the whirlwind, meaning the tornado. The Lord going to bring that destruction upon us. Okay, that whirlwind, that tornado. And we're not going to prosper. And that's why the majority of Israel does not prosper. And if you do prosper, you have to sell your soul to get certain benefits. You understand what I'm saying? But on the whole, Israel does not prosper. That's why Israel's under the curses, man. You understand what I'm saying? The other nations, whatever we had, the nations took our land. Shit, they took our women. Okay? They've taken our culture. Okay? 8th verse, Hosea 8 and 8. Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein is no pleasure. That's right, we're scattered amongst the nations. That's why at one time we were all together during the time of King David, King Solomon. But the Most High cursed us and scattered us amongst the Gentiles. So another scripture proving that Israel is scattered amongst all nations. You got these so-called Africans coming over here. A lot of them are Israelites. Amongst the so-called Orientals, you got Israelites. But no matter where Israel is, we at the bottom. Why? Because that's the curses. And then the ones here that we know are Israelites, look at the condition they in here in the streets. Amongst the Gentiles, in the Gentile state of mind. Totally destroyed. Totally bugged out. No pleasure. That's why the so-called white man and the other nations hate Israel. That's why Israel is despised. Because of their own wickedness, man. Okay? You see what I'm saying? Now I'm going to jump to, I'm going to read on a little bit. Okay? 9th verse, Hosea 8 and 9. For they are gone up to Assyria, meaning amongst the other nations, following the philosophies of the other nations and following the other nations. A wild ass, alone by himself. Ephraim have hired lovers. Have you seen the tribe of Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans? What's the lovers? The idolatry, idols, Cesare Borgia, the Holy Mother Mary, Catholicism. These different religions and ideologies, man, that the other nations, okay? Oh, man, I'll jump down to the 14th verse, okay? For Israel hath forgotten his maker and buildeth temples, and Judah hath multiplied fenced cities, but I will send a fire upon his cities, and I shall devour it, and I shall devour the palaces thereof. That's right. So the Most High, Judah, they mentioned Ephraim, and then they mentioned Judah, meaning Judah and Ephraim, all the tribes of Israel out following other philosophies. But the Most High said he's going to send a fire upon everything that our people call themselves establishing, and this society is going to be destroyed, man. You talking about you building a house, or you got a church, or you got your business, and you gonna prosper in this society? No, you ain't, because the Most High gonna send a fire upon it. Literally, the nuclear missiles, man. Ultimately, but prior to that, you gonna have tribulations that gonna come upon you niggas, because you're gone. That's why y'all getting shot in the streets. But primarily, it's you, none of these niggas that are killing each other, man. That's why these judgments are coming down upon you, are coming down upon your children, and they're going to continue so. And then the ultimate judgment is going to be them nuclear missiles, man. And a lot of you niggas, they all going to take the chip. If you're not in this truth, if the Lord ain't with you, no, let me say it like this. If Yahweh Shai is truly not with you, you're going to take that chip, man. You're going to take that chip. I'm going to read Ecclesiastes. We're going to jump to Amos. Amos, the 7th chapter, the 17th verse. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shai, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land, and Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of his land. That's right, and that prophecy came to pass, and it's still coming to pass. Thy wife shall be a harlot in the city. That's right. These Israelite women are nothing but sluts and whores, man. You see them out there, dressed like prostitutes. Okay, they out there. These young black and Hispanic and Native American girls. They out there, man, just freaking off with every nigga and every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Okay, these women are straight up whores, and then you go on YouTube, you see the videos, you see these Hispanic woman. She was teaching her daughter how to swing on the damn pole, teaching her 5-year-old daughter how to be a stripper. You see, whores, sluts, and it said that y'all show what thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword. Trayvon Martin. Okay, Mike Browns and all these. That's why all these young black men are getting shot by the police. But that's the curse, and that's the prophecy that the Most High put upon our people for transgressing the laws of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. You see what I'm saying? And what? We've been out here. The prophets of the Lord have been out here for many years teaching. What did y'all do? Well, at one point, y'all was scoffing us. To a lot of them niggas that are being put to death now, judgments that's coming upon a lot of these niggas, a lot of them were scoffers, man. That used to come against us, come on the comment boards, talking shit, doing videos against us. So that's the judgment of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. So the things that happen to these wicked niggas of the 2/3, that's the judgment of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai upon you. Because y'all not listening, y'all not serving the Lord. So that's what's going on. That's what Jake is going out here, man. And a lot of you niggas, ultimately, the Most High gonna finish you off with those missiles, man. But with that, I'm gonna wrap it up. All right, I say shalom to you Akim out there of the hopeful elect. Shalom.